The fight of the communities starts in round 10, but it's funny that we're not going after them. They're aiming at us. Our only goal is to protect ourselves. To Vice, this isn't funny, but it's time because everything will be shown. Now is the time for Max Anderson to get his extra piece of the most hated cryptocurrency. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. How the Ethereum community attacked us and how Bitcoin maxes were on us. I've only seen the Bitcoin maxi targeting extra P left and right for the past few weeks. First things first, like there's no tomorrow in. If Maxi says that Rebels or LEC stablecoin goes live on Ethereum markets, but there's a catch. Yes, our LEC is both on the XRP ledger and the Ethereum blockchain. This is because XRP wants to target, or all of this ecosystem wants to target everyone and everything, right? Our goal is to get all the money. If we leave Ethereum out, then the XRP system can't work. We want RLESC to have as much cash as possible. Also, the reason USTC is on these other chains is the same reason USCT is on these other businesses. Wait, I want to ask the Ethereum community what they think about the price going up. I know that everyone is optimistic about Ethereum, including me, but breaking, one of the founders of Ethereum just put 10,000 Ethereum worth $10 million into Kraken an hour ago. He's being sold. It's interesting that it wasn't Vitalik Buterin, but another co-founder of ETH. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm not sure why he's selling. He might have seen our video, right? The bad call guy's got a call from me right now. What did I just tweet? Let me see if this is about Ethereum or XRP. First, Ethereum just hit my goal level. Now sell all of your Ethereum for XRP. This isn't about money, people. It just got hit. What did? This is Ethereum versus XRP. What's going to happen? You know how these Ethereum elites are trying to hurt us? Keep an eye on what's coming up. When it comes to XRP and Ethereum, this pair just hit my target level, which is basically this earlier support. Okay, around this area, guys, this level should keep the XRP versus ETH battle going. If it doesn't, Ethereum will win. This is all I have to say. If it does, the Ethereum Maxis will take back what they said. Why? Because you know what's going to happen soon. This thing will go backwards when this happens, guys. The ETH tops will be shocked. Like, how does this happen? That's the first point. Are we all set for that moment? Again, it just hit the bottom. We will look at this again in a few weeks and see what happens. If it is, it must stay at this level, and I believe it will. If it doesn't, XRP will go down. Ethereum will still be the market leader for cryptocurrencies, but if things go the other way, XRP will try to take Ethereum's crown. Our only goal here is to defend ourselves. That's all. Why an XRP ETF is bad for Ethereum ETFs? Let them tell you what's going to happen. What makes you think that XRP's ETF might not do as well if you compare it to, say, Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are competing right now? What do you think? Yes, I believe that XRP will do well compared to, say, ETH for 3 different reasons. Don't forget about the ETH, not the ETH ETFs. The XRP ETF hasn't been released yet, though. You guys know this, right? Should I list on this or not? If you're still not sure about XRP, let me remind you right now, take a look at all of these XRP ETFs that are ready to go and waiting for approval. It's over when it does. It's over for good. Bitcoin had a chance to work. Ethereum did. What did it do? What gives you the most chances to make money? It's XRP. Are people not see it? How come they can't see? How? This is the biggest event that is just around the corner, on the horizon, or not too far away yet. Still, BlackRock is said to say that it only uses Bitcoin and time. They will, you know it. I'm sure they'll make their own XRP ETF soon. I'll tell you why. The numbers were all we talked about. We just talked about ETH versus XRP. Soon, it will be XRP versus Bitcoin, since the Bitcoin community will be attacking us after this movie. Additionally, BlackRock doesn't want to miss the chance to make as much money as possible, which is why they're going to start their soon play. A stake is one of them. There is no need to buy an ETH ETF if you are already familiar with crypto. You can get a 2.3% yield on one of the crypto markets or somewhere off-chain or on-chain. Why would you buy an ETF when you can get extra money from another source? Oh my gosh, that's really... Wow, I never thought of that. It's said that Ethereum has something called staking, right? They could also get a return on the Ethereum they risk, guys, which is something that many people who use ETH don't do, but XRP doesn't have that feature, right? This is not staking. There is an automatic market maker, but I think it's a different group of guys since staking is just passive income and AMM is what you do to make money. To be honest, you might lose money on it, so that's why. His point of view is that this is the traditional method, or TradFi. People are going to buy something. Will they look for an Ethereum ETF? They could instead buy Ethereum off-chain on an exchange or on an open market and then stake that Ethereum. It's not really possible to stake burst XRP. Then someone will buy the XRP ETFs, right? Through that old-fashioned way of doing business and with money. Very beautiful and interesting. It doesn't make sense. Yes, for sure. It doesn't matter if XRP is on an exchange or in an ETF because it doesn't offer that. You're not missing anything both ways. That's the first reason. Second, I just said it's the clear leader in its field. It will make a lot more sense for people to understand the group leaders. ETH has many things. I say it again. XRP is a front runner in the cycle. Okay, let's quickly check. To be honest, this could be, you already know what we're going to do. I'm going to keep the Bitcoin movie. Where do we protect ourselves? No, not today. I know this video will get too long if we talk about more people, so wait until another time. Yeah, they had to attack us from behind their homes. And, they didn't do it all the way through here. You remember when they came out all over this area, right? They saw that Ethereum was going up, but XRP wasn't. Let me tell you something strange, I think. Anyone out there who is targeting XRP, I think they have a bag of XRP hidden away. They do not treat, but I can promise you that they do. They definitely have at least some XRP. I can promise you that, okay? It's said that they only want to fuck their own bags. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because they want to bring anyone from the XRP community who falls for it into their own group. In other words, they want us to trade our XRP for their S-coin. That's what I think. Don't fall for their tricks. They want our cash. Because I think the exchange rate between XRP and ETH is going to change soon. It should do that, and I hope it doesn't die, for sure. Because if it does, we'll look bad and the Ethereum community will win. But to be honest, we never attack them. They only hurt us. We'll wait until things fall apart. We're going to wait and see. There is a lot more competition in its class. XRP doesn't have much. That will be seen as a clear leader. It has done a lot to keep the technology up to date, keep moving forward, and stay on top. I believe that's really that. The desire is the third main point, and the team and the amount of people who are following this. Thoughts? Right on. I don't want to talk about this now, but I forgot his name. A Bitcoin maxi was named for it by someone. What he basically said was that when people go to CoinMarketCap, they look at these prices and the new coins, right? The new people, because we want you to do this too. If you go to CoinMarketCap and look at all the prices of these coins and you see that Bitcoin is over $100,000, you wouldn't buy it because you'd already paid too much for it. Ethereum at thousands of dollars is still too expensive. But if you see that XRP is only a couple of dollars, you'd think, oh, I could buy that. That was his point, right? Some people think that they should buy XRP because it seems like a good idea. No matter what, it's still a great chance because it's cheap, even if they're new to this type of business, right? And I don't know if they fully understand the technology behind it if they're new. In the end, everyone wins. And in case you guys didn't get it, that was his point. I'm glad you know that people can still buy. He also talked about Dogecoin and Cardano, about those coins. I don't key. Now, right? I'm not sure. I'm only here to support XRP. I believe XRP makes $5 billion every month. That will be interesting to see how it goes, but I think it will do better than what it did at the start. I heard that billions of dollars would flow in the first year if it went in a similar direction to Bitcoin. Once more, XRP has a big boost that will really send it through the roof. That's it for me. This is for the XRP versus Eves group. It seems like there's a lot more trash talk or something. Bitcoin users are all on the same page. We are going to talk about Bitcoin, XRP, and the Bitcoin community. We're just trying to protect ourselves, and I'm not attack them. We have every right to do that. So that will happen one of these other days, one of these days soon. That is not on each of us. I just want to be ready because XRP versus ETH, we're about to take Ethereum's crown, even though they attacked us. Not on each of us. Let's get ready. It's almost time for you, certainly. What is this? Amazius and Ophias. Goodbye.